this is Maurice7, and I am going to play Halo Wars. As always, this is live commentary, and I will be playing against random opponents chosen by the matchmaking system. So, I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next. I might even lose. So, without further ado, let's play Halo Wars. So, I got a new headset for Christmas. It's a Lenovo Wide. I never heard of that one before. I'm going to use it. I haven't actually set it up and everything yet. I want to finish up with this headset first. I want to do a review of this headset, and then I'll be finished with it. I'll unplug this one and do the other headset. Part of the reason why I don't want to switch headsets just yet is because all of my settings have been both in my capturing programs and in the game. My audio settings have been adjusted to, be optimized for this headset. And when I plug in the new headset, inevitably I'll have to make some adjustments, and I'm not gonna, and I don't really bother fiddling with all that. And then if I have to go back to this headset, then I have to readjust again. So I would rather finish up with the review of this headset first, which is going to be very, very tricky because I'm going to use a new editing program called Adobe Premiere Pro, and Premiere Pro doesn't seem to have all of the features that Roxio Video Wave has. Up until about maybe 6 months or so ago, I've been using the editing program I've used is called Roxio Video Wave. But about 6 or so months ago, I got a new editing program called Adobe Premiere Pro. And I don't know, a Premiere Pro is okay. It's not very easy to use, but I had to watch the tutorial videos on how to do all this stuff. Let's actually do this first.
Leader Temple.
Since it is a Chieftain versus Chieftain.
All units.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, easy enough. Going.
Local units.
What?
So yeah,
What do you want?
I don't know how it's gonna work out. Even though Premiere Pro is way more expensive and Roxio Video Wave is free, I still don't really understand why Premiere Pro. Because what I want is the ability to overlay video on top of video, and Premiere Pro doesn't seem to have that. It might, but I've never seen it. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. I'm gonna focus on this game, so I don't get distracted like what happened last. Oh, there's the other Chieftain.
What now? Of course.
Warehouse.
Oh, and he made a brute too. Hold on. Let's lock this.
Where to? Moving.
Okay, and he also made a brute over there.
Point me at him. Where to? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. What do you want?
Enemy engagement.
I'm gonna drop off these jackals over here.
Warehouse complete.
Where to?
Local units.
Point me at him. Going.
I'm gonna have to upgrade pretty soon.
Enemy engagement.
He has nothing but brutes? Oh, he has jackals over there. Okay.
Where to?
All units.
Ram them.
Local units.
What do you want?
Okay, time to upgrade. I'm gonna try not to kill my own jackals.
Local units.
Point me at him.
His chieftain is way lower on health than mine is. My jackals are upgrading. I should queue up a jackal.
Ready.
Defense gauntlet. Research. Local units.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. That works.
Yeah.
Local units. Enemy engagement. Local units.
Come on, make it in. Good God. His chieftain is almost dead. Or is it dead now? Yes, dead now. Yes.
You are
Yay. Okay. Wow. That was finteresting. Let's go over here. Finteresting is funny and interesting at the same time. I learned that off of a YouTube video. Okay, funny and interesting. Okay. Here's the thing, though. All those brutes. All of those brutes. Some of you've been watching my videos a long time. You already know what I'm gonna say. Brutes are terrible. Brutes are absolutely terrible. You know, I have talked about this once before, but I think I should probably say this. It's been a while since I talked about all the things that's wrong with brutes. There are some things brutes are good at, but I'm going to focus on the issues. Okay? Number one, when you're dealing with a like this, Covenant versus Covenant, brutes, and you know, or even if it's not Covenant versus Covenant, but you know that the other person is going to make infantry. Brutes are not going to be able to do anything. Brutes are not going to be able to do anything to infantry, especially against jackals. I mean, jackal versus brute, jackals obviously win. Brutes are infantry and jackals are anti-infantry units. But also, the thing is, one of the defining characteristics of brutes have very, very bad accuracy. They have a very difficult time hitting their target. Even, and this is also the reason why brute grunt squads are worse than Prophet or Arbiter grunt squads. Because for the brute chieftain, grunt squads are led by brutes instead of elites. And because the brutes have such terrible accuracy, that means that the DPS of brute grunt squads is actually a little bit lower than normal grunt squads. And yeah, this terrible accuracy thing. Even when the brutes are at point blank range, and the target is remaining perfectly still, like shooting at a turret or something like that, even then, the brutes still end up missing almost half of their shots. They aren't able to hit their target to save their life. They have terrible accuracy. And putting them in cover really doesn't do much to help the accuracy either. Like when the brutes are garrisoned in cover, like supply elevators or reactors, or even just these little sites right here. Even then, it really doesn't do much to improve their accuracy. They still have terrible accuracy, no matter how you slice it. So, and especially if the target is moving. I mean, if you think it's bad hitting a turret, you want to hit a moving target with your brutes? Good luck with that. And that's a part of the reason why against infantry, brutes just... I mean, they can do a lot of damage if they can hit their target. But getting them to hit is so difficult. Also, in this... especially in this situation, where you're making brutes in the beginning of the game, brutes are expensive. They cost 150 supplies. That is the most expensive unique unit on the Covenant side. They're more expensive than Elite Honor Guards, and they're more expensive than Suicide Grunts. 150. That's a lot. In the beginning of the game it is, because in the beginning of the game, you don't have very many supplies to work with anyway, so you need to be very, very, very careful with how you spend every single supply, because every supply matters. In the beginning of the game, you have very few supplies to work with at the start. So, I've always said that the beginning of the game is the time when it's most important to manage your resources effectively. You know, later on in the game, in mid-game, or even in late game, if you make a mistake, you can recover from that. But in the beginning of the game, you don't have very many supplies to give you a cushion if you make a mistake, if you spend supplies on the wrong thing, or spend too many, or whatever it is. You need to be very careful. Each individual unit you make, you need to be absolutely sure that you need it before you make it. Now he made a brute and put it in here. Oh no, this is him, right? This was him, the purple guy. He made a brute and put it in there. That's okay. But then he made another brute to go over here. And then after that, he made a third brute for some reason. After he... What do you need all these brutes for? That's a lot of money. You waste them on brutes. How about instead of making brutes, you make jackals? He made a brute, put it in here, and it was no match for the jackals. The jackals were able to kill that brute easily without dying. And he made jackals eventually, but by that time it was already too late. It was already too late for jackals at that point. He'd already wasted so many supplies on brutes that died anyway. Is this my original brute is still alive? I made one brute, and only one. I'm not wasting my money on a whole bunch of brutes. This guy, man, he's making brutes out the wazoo. You don't need that many brutes. One is okay, but I mean more than one. That's kind of overkill at that point. I mean, you should put jackals in here in cover. They have way better accuracy than brutes. So their damage per second is actually higher in most cases than brutes. Even though brutes have more damage per hit, if you measure out the damage over a certain length of time, because the brutes are missing their shots so often, it turns out to be quite low. They're quite low damage output compared to the other units that have much better accuracy. Even though jackals might not do as much damage per hit, they don't miss their shots nearly as often as brutes do. Also, if you're worried about the jackals having low HP, when they're in cover, cover increases their HP quite a bit. I have a video, an earlier video, several months old. I don't remember the name of the video, but it was on Blood Gulch. I had a jackal, one jackal, stationed in one of the secondary reactors, and my opponent rolled up with his scorpion tank. Now, most people, you would assume that a scorpion tank against a jackal doesn't stand a chance. He's gonna die in 2 seconds. He never got a chance to kill that jackal. He shot that jackal maybe 15 times. And it was still... Now, the jackal wasn't doing any damage to the scorpion tank, of course, but because the jackal was in cover, the cover increased the jackal's defense values so much that it was able to withstand multiple hits from a scorpion tank, and it didn't even phase him. The jackal was losing only like a millimeter of health per hit from the scorpion tank. I am not lying. I might try to find that video. Maybe I'll post a link to it. I might not be able to find the video though. It's buried deep under a mountain of other Halo Wars videos. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah. Scorpion tank did only 1 millimeter of damage to the jackal because the jackal was stationed in cover. Cover greatly increases the jackal's HP. I've heard people tell me that actually making brutes to put in cover is a better idea because brutes have higher HP. But the jackals will have higher HP anyway once they're in cover. You don't need to make brutes for that. You can have that just by having jackals. Have them in cover. They'll have plenty of HP. So, I just debunked that argument right there. So, yeah, if only he hadn't wasted his money on so many brutes. Yeah, 1 brute is okay. 2 brutes, maybe. I'd still say 2 brutes is a little bit too many, but you might be able to get away with it. But 3 brutes, man? Good God. How did his Chieftain get so low on health? I don't even remember how that happened. Because my Chieftain wasn't low on health at all. It was my Chieftain had about like half. About half. A little lower than half. It was about half. But by the time I got to his Chieftain was already at half health. I don't know. Maybe it was the Jackals. Maybe the Jackals are just that good. I wasn't paying attention really. I don't honestly wasn't paying attention to how his health got so low, but yeah. Veterancy star, that's pretty cool. Yeah, brutes. They're very expensive. Way more expensive than, all the other infantry units they have. And what do you get? What do you get for that 150 supplies? That 150 supply investment that you're making in those brutes? What do you get for it? A unit that has very low accuracy, low DPS, it doesn't even have very long range. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Not at the beginning of the game. Taking over hooks. Sometimes I make one brute to take over a hook, but then I just make jackals. Jackals are way better. Put jackals in cover. It's way better than putting brutes in cover. Jackals will be able to fend off against other jackals. Brutes cannot. Brutes cannot fend off against jackals when they're stationed in these things. You need jackals for that. Brutes don't have enough accuracy to hit the jackals anyway, and the jackals do way too much damage to the brutes because brutes are infantry. So you're gonna have to fight jackals with jackals. But yeah, they're way too expensive in the beginning of the game. I mean, later on when you have a better supply flow, you might be able to pull it off. But in the beginning of the game, brutes, it's just too expensive. They're not good enough in my opinion. If they have better accuracy, then maybe. But in their current state, they're just not good enough to justify spending that many supplies that early on in the game. Yeah. I don't know how his Chieftain died. Brute. So yeah, I have a video where the Scorpion tank rolled up to the one Jackal, and the Jackal was only losing like a millimeter of health per hit. It was amazing. I don't even remember which video it was. It's on here. I'll find it eventually. Maybe. I probably won't. I probably won't find it, but yeah. Yeah. Jackals have plenty of health, plenty of HP, and they do a considerable amount of damage to infantry. So for all those reasons, jackals are a better option than brutes. Anyway, I don't know how many more videos how many more games I'm gonna do. Let's I don't want to make the video too long. Last time, my last Halo Wars video was almost 2 hours long, but that's only because I hadn't done a Halo Wars video in weeks, so I wanted to make up for it by doing an extra long video. But it's fine. We don't need an extra long video this time. We don't need an extra long video. Brutes are OP. That's what I should put as the title for the video. Maybe. I need to think of what I'm gonna put for the title of this video. I like to make sarcastic titles every once in a while. So I make the title of the video to be the exact opposite of what I'm about to say. That way they click on the video thinking I'm gonna say one thing, and then it turns out to be another. And then it's like, aha, joke's on you. That's always fun. This is the same guy from last time on the same map, Blood River? What are the odds of that? The odds? Well, let's see. Let's see if he's learned his lesson. Probably not. Maybe he'll actually beat me this time.
All units.
Oh, look at this.
Of course.
He's being the Anders. Well, he's totally not going to waste his money on brutes, so it might even beat me. Might even be able to beat me this time. You never know. You never know. Although he might try Warthog Russian. That's what I assume. Warthog Russian.
Leader temple. Complete. Local units.
On my way. What?
We see how it goes.
Ready to go. Why not? What now?
Yep. Russian a little bit. Yeah. Oh, he's definitely Russian. Look at all those.
Of course.
All units.
I'll ram them. Yes.
Warehouse complete.
I'll put a turret there, because he's probably making a whole bunch of Warthogs.
Local units.
Got it. What do you want? Moving.
Enemy engagement.
Rolling out. I'll do it.
Okay, he didn't actually kill the brute.
Be at it.
I knew he wouldn't be able to.
Yes.
Local units.
Come on, man! You can't do this!
Huh? What do you want?
You are victorious.
Well, that's unfortunate. But, I think it's safe to say I probably... Does he have any flamethrowers? Nope, no flamethrowers. Yeah, I would have beaten him. I would have beaten him. Yep. The amount of damage that a ram does is actually proportional to the amount of health that the Warthog has left over. The more health the Warthog has, the more damage it'll do. The less health the Warthog has, the less damage the ramming attack will do. So it was very nice that I was able to whittle down one of the Warthog's health a little bit so that my brute would be able to survive the shots. Once I got the brute in there, the Warthogs wouldn't be able to stand a chance. But, and he doesn't have any flamethrowers. I was this close to making jackals, but unfortunately, fate so cruelly separated us. I don't know how many games. We'll see. We'll try one more game. We'll see how it goes. If it's another short game, then we might go another after that, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do. How long are we going? Almost about 25 minutes. We'll go. We'll just do this one, and we'll see how it goes. And I might end the video after that. But I don't know. Okay, what is this? Immune U 0 on release. Okay. Let's see how this goes then.
Why not?
A prophet of regret.
Yes. Got it. Moving.
Let's see what goes on here. Now, I think the real question that everybody's wondering is he going to rush? That's the real question, all right? The real question. All the other questions were fake. The real question is he going to rush? The answer is he might try it. I haven't actually seen a Prophet rushes in a long time. I think about Prophet rushes, because of the Prophet's slow movement speed, they usually don't work out very well. He had to scout my base. Hopefully I can kill that ghost. Prophet has the slowest movement speed out of all the Covenant leaders, so if he is rushing, we will be able to prepare long in advance.
Warehouse complete.
Yay! And his ghost is gone. I might start on a. I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a. A turret. I don't know. Depends.
Warehouse upgrade.
If I see him, I'll definitely do a turret. Or maybe I'll do a turret now. Maybe I might not need a turret. I don't want to waste my money on a turret if I don't have to.
Warehouse complete.
I don't see him yet. These supplies are still here. He might not be rushing. I'll do that. It looks like I don't need to build a turret just yet, but I gotta keep my eyes peeled.
Of course.
Keep your eyes peeled. He might be hiding around a corner somewhere. You never know.
Warehouse upgraded.
Just when you turn your back, bam! He gets you.
What do
You don't want that.
lead us?
I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, let's I'll do a haul.
Yeah. Now. What now?
Normally I would wait for a haul, but if he does decide to rush, I'll have a garrison of jackals waiting for him.
Go lead us.
Oh, he's not rushing after all. He's just sitting around doing nothing. Okay. Well, that makes my job easier.
About time.
And maybe I can trick him into thinking I'm gonna rush.
Tell me where.
You never know.
Yeah. You got it.
I'm not actually going to rush. I'm not a... What the heck is this? What do they know the elite honor guards for, man? What are they doing?
Yeah.
What the heck? Look at all this, man. Why does he have so many honor guards? What is this? What are you gonna do, man? What is he... What the heck is all this? Wow, man, that is crazy, I tell you. Why does he have all these honor guards? What are they gonna do?
What do you want?
I honestly don't know what is going on here.
All units.
Well, I think I should kill them when I get the chance.
Easy enough.
This time, I'm gonna try not to let my scout die. I'll try as hard as I can, but no promises. What do we have over here? I gotta upgrade this warehouse.
What do you want?
What the heck is he doing?
Ready. Yeah.
All units.
Of course. What now?
I don't know what's going on here.
Warehouse
Why does he
upgrade.
have all these honor
Enemy
guards?
engagement. All units. Local units.
Rolling out. Yes.
No, keep going! Aw, Chieftain, I'm sorry. I thought you were... What is this? How many of these I'm gonna need? He's got a lot of honor guards, but...
Upgraded.
What is this? Where's he going, man?
Good.
Where the heck is he? Is he coming up to my base? He may be just trying to scout, but... I don't know what he's going on here.
All units.
I'm gonna scout him one more time.
Rolling. Yes. Of course.
Oh, he's going over there now. I don't know what he's doing. I should upgrade to the next tech level so I can get beam rifle.
What do you
Cause I don't know what he's up to,
want?
but it's not good. Okay, I'm just gonna follow him for now, like a stalker. I'm gonna got 7. Is that enough? Is that gonna be enough?
Point me out.
Maybe.
What?
He has upgraded his prophet.
Age of doubt. Research.
I wonder if I should wait.
Local units. Local units.
Okay. His health is going down quite rapidly. Yay!
Units.
Wasted 100 supplies teleporting away. Let's go. Let's just scout him one more time. What's he got over here? Oh, he's got that now. I don't know what's going on here. What is this, man?
What?
All units.
Okay, honestly, I don't know what's going on.
Beam rifle research.
My beam rifle is finished. How long has it been? 6 minutes. Let's go see what happens.
What do you want?
All units.
Moving. What? Going.
He's got 50.
Point me at him.
He might be trying to kill a base.
What now?
You never know these days. Yes, he is. Let's go,
Yes.
Factory complete. All units. Local units.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh! I didn't need to do that after all. I'll build my own base here, thank you very much. Alright. That was interesting.
Rolling out. Yes. Locust, ready to serve. What now?
I'm gonna build a locust, destroy his base when I get the chance.
Sounds like fun. Point me at him.
Outpost ready.
Oh, he teleported away just in time. Just in time. He really thinks that's gonna help him, doesn't he?
Local units.
Teleport away just in time.
What now?
Not gonna help him very much. I can assure you of that.
Ready.
All units.
Locust, ready to go. Yes.
Shield generator complete.
I will definitely need a lot of
Command.
people. I'll need a lot of jackals for this.
Enemy engagement. Local units.
Ready to fire.
And now let's move him over.
Position.
Base under attack. Warehouse complete.
That he's not gonna get very much accomplished with that.
Ready. Yes. Where to?
Local units.
And his prophet is dead. Yay! What did he resign for? It's my chieftain that died. But anyway, yeah, that was weird. Okay, so, okay. Honestly, what is it? Okay, let's take this one step at a time because I have so many questions. I really don't know what to say first. I. I have been in television for 20 years, and I have rarely been at a loss for words. But I honestly don't know what to ask you first. Yesterday, you showed up at our house naked. That's from one of the episodes of To Catch a Predator. Okay, here's the thing. Why did he make all of those elite honor guards? Because Most people, the only reason why you would make that many elite honor guards that early in the game is to rush. But he doesn't look like he was rushing. His prophet was all the way over here. If he was rushing, he would have been at my base already. So he couldn't have been rushing. Maybe he was standing over here because he wanted to kill those flood tentacles. The flood tentacles and the base. The flood base was right here. Problem is that elite honor guards are one of the worst units you can do that with. Elite honor guards are probably the worst unit to use that strategy on because honor guards are melee fighters. And the flood tentacles are also melee fighters. And guess who does more damage? Flood. The flood tentacles will be able to annihilate the elite honor guards. Okay, the flood tentacles do a lot of damage, quite a bit of damage to infantry. And I bet you those honor guards weren't upgraded either. So if he was planning on using his elite honor guards to kill the flood tentacles and the flood base around here, that's a terrible strategy. He should have, he could have just kept his prophet over there for that. His prophet has a gun; he can shoot from range, far away from the tentacles, so the tentacles can't get him. But I don't know what's going on here. Did he do anything over here? No. No. And he ended up building a base over there, which I was able to know about because I scouted. And of course, his elite honor guards were no match for my upgraded jackals. Why didn't he make jackals? I don't understand. He made some jackals, then he stopped, and then he started making wraiths for no reason. Ah. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. He thought upgrading the wraith would protect it from getting destroyed. That's so cute. I just want to pinch your cheeks. Have I talked about wraiths before? I have, but not recently. I probably should. I probably should. One person told me, I'm not going to name any names, but you know who you are, told me that, and it was in my Warthog video. Well, it was about my Warthog video. That I shouldn't use hunters to kill warthogs. Instead, what I should make is wraiths. Wraiths would be a lot better at killing warthogs than hunters. I'm going to cover that as well. Because here's the thing about wraiths. You'll notice I rarely ever make wraiths. Wraiths are absolutely terrible. Here's the thing. Wraiths do not have very much HP. They really don't. I know if for those of you who have played the mainline Halo games, Wraiths are absolutely awesome, but in Halo Wars, they are not awesome at all. They don't have very much HP at all. At least not until you upgrade them. But then, even after they're upgraded, they still don't have as much comparable HP as, the real vehicles, like on the UNSC side. Upgraded Wraith versus upgraded, other vehicle on the UNSC side. It's just not, it just doesn't match up. They don't have very much HP. The other thing is, Wraiths, what is that called? The plasma mortar? The plasma not plasma cannon. The mortar? Maybe it's called mortar. Plasma mortar. I think that's what it's called. The thing that the Wraiths shoot out, and it's a lob shot. Okay. That plasma mortar is a slow-moving projectile. And it does not home in on the target. Well, it's not a slow-moving projectile, but maybe a medium. Like a mid-moving projectile. It's not a fast-moving projectile, though. Which means, against moving targets, the Wraith is not as good. It's great against stationary targets. It has a good enough accuracy, but against moving targets, especially fast-moving targets, the Wraith's plasma mortar turret is not good enough. Against stationary objects like turrets, buildings, it'll work. Slow-moving targets, yeah, okay. But against fast-moving targets like warthogs or things like that, the mortar the mortar turret, it does not have a fast enough movement speed to catch up to fast-moving targets, and it also does not hone in. So you'll miss. So you against those types of targets, you're gonna miss your shots a lot. The Wraith normally doesn't have a bad accuracy, but the reason why it can sometimes feel like he has a bad accuracy is because those those mortars are kind of slow moving and they don't hone in on a target. So miss a lot. Trying to aim at moving targets, especially fast moving targets like warthogs. But uh, it doesn't have an inherent lack of accuracy, is what I'm trying to say. And Wraiths, they are 350 supplies, not as much as a Scorpion tank, but again, Wraiths don't have as much damage or defense values as a Scorpion tank, so it makes sense. But Wraiths, I guess Wraiths can be pretty good against infantry, but Jackals can actually kill infantry way better than Wraiths can. So if it's, I mean, I'm not just talking about Covenant versus Covenant, but Covenant versus UNSC. If you're Covenant and you want to kill infantry, in my opinion, Jackals would be able to kill them faster than almost any other type of unit. Now, the infantry might not be able to do very much against the Wraiths, but like I said earlier, the Wraiths doesn't have very much HP anyway. It really doesn't take much to kill a Wraith. So if your opponent has a bunch of Marines, they'll lob a grenade at the Wraith. The Wraith can be finished. The only now, if you tell me, well, Wraiths are really good if you have a whole bunch of Wraiths all at the same time, then it's awesome. Yeah, but any unit can do a lot of damage if you have a whole bunch of them all at the same time. That can be said for any unit in the game, so it's a moot point when it comes to Wraiths. Now, Wraiths, Wraiths are okay against infantry. The infantry isn't going to do too much damage to the Wraith, but you can kill infantry a lot faster by using Jackals rather than by using Wraiths. The mortar turret also doesn't have a fast enough rate of fire to be useful in that. Because, when you couple the fact that the mortar turret doesn't have a very good rate of fire, and couple that with the fact that it's not going to be able to hit faster moving targets, you'll discover that the damage per second, DPS, of the Wraith is actually kinda low compared to, like, the Scorpion tank, for instance. It all depends on the situation. But yeah, you can actually depending on the situation, you could actually get more damage out of Jackals than you can out of Wraiths, even though Wraiths can have a little bit higher damage per hit. They don't hit. The rate of fire means that they're not going to hit very often, and especially against faster moving targets. Wraiths are. I guess Wraiths can only be good if you upgrade them. Against infantry, upgrade them a lot, not just once. Not just once. This shield upgrade is nothing, as you saw. Okay, I don't even have any hunters. My chieftain died, and it's still the Wraith still died against the low Jackals. The shield upgrade on the Wraiths really does not do very much. This shield doesn't have very much HP at all. That shield is laughable. The shield on the Wraiths is laughable. It only lasts a few seconds. Take damage for a few seconds before it dissipates. So, yeah, that's not going to help you at all. Upgrading the Wraiths, you'd have to upgrade them up to tech level 3 in order for Wraiths to be any real meaningful. But I wouldn't waste that money on Wraiths. That kind of money on Wraiths. Also, Wraiths are pretty good against buildings, Buildings and turrets don't move at all, and wraiths have a long enough range that they can do it from, they can do it from long enough range. Problem is, though, that if you already have a factory, you can just make locusts to kill buildings. Locusts kill turrets way faster, like almost hundreds of times faster than a wraith can. And also, they can kill buildings way faster than wraiths. Wraiths don't have terrible accuracy, but they do miss occasionally. Locusts never, ever miss. Ever. Ever. So, if you want to kill buildings or turrets, you might as well just make locusts for that. Locusts are better at killing buildings. Jackals are better at killing infantry. I suppose you might be able to use wraiths to kill other wraiths. You're not going to be able to do very much to scorpion tanks, that's for sure, or any other vehicle on the UNSC side. And of course, you might be able to do it. You might be able to use it to kill other wraiths, but there's the hunter, and there's pretty much anything can kill a wraith. It really doesn't take very much to kill a wraith. It really doesn't. You don't need hunters. Anything can kill wraiths. It really doesn't take very much to kill a wraith, as you saw with your own eyes. And of course, wraiths aren't going to do anything against, very much of anything at all against aircraft. So what you're left with is the fact that everything wraiths can do, there's always another unit out there that can do it so much better. They can kill buildings, but locusts can do it so much better. They can kill infantry, but jackals do it so much better. They could kill vehicles, but I mean, you get what I'm saying. I mean, like, there's no point in making wraiths. They're almost useless. Almost. There are a few rare situations where I have myself found it advantageous to build wraiths. If me and my opponent are having like my opponent's UNSC and I'm Covenant, and we're having kind of a stalemate on flamethrowers versus jackals. You guys have seen this type of thing before, where he has a whole bunch of flamethrowers, and my jackals are struggling to try to keep up. And so what I may try to do is build a wraith. The flamethrowers aren't going to do very much damage to the wraith. Wraith won't be able to do too much damage to the flamethrowers, until it's upgraded a whole bunch of times. But at least it kind of breaks the stalemate of that situation. A couple of the situations I've been in where I might build maybe one wraith, maybe two wraiths. I never make a whole bunch of wraiths. I don't waste my money like that. But yeah, everything wraiths can do, every other unit can do so much better. Including fighting against war. I know there have been people who told me that wraiths are great at fighting against warthogs. I need to see some hard evidence of that. Because from what I've seen so far, wraiths are not very good at killing fast-moving targets. I would need to see some hard evidence before I believe that. But, wraiths. Wraiths. That's all I've got to say. Those molecules of grime and dirt, let's wash them all away. Wraiths. That's actually from a song from the TV show Magic School Bus. Magic School Bus is on Netflix, and I watched every episode. Starting at Season 1, Episode 1, I watched every episode on Netflix. I used to love that show when I was a kid. Magic School Bus, it was amazing. They got Bill Nye the Science Guy on Netflix, too. Bill Nye the Science Guy. science guy. Bill Nye the science guy. I can't get enough of that theme song. Yeah. But yeah, Bill Nye the Science Guy is on Netflix. I love it. But, yeah. What was I talking about? Wraiths or something? But yeah, for all of those reasons, Wraiths are terrible in general. In general, Wraiths are terrible. There are a few situations where I have found Wraiths to be useful, but for the most part, don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. And upgrading your Warthogs to the shield is not going to save them from dying. Alright? I don't know why he didn't just... Well, no. I was gonna say, I don't know why he made Wraiths. I don't know why he didn't just stick with Jackals. But by that time, it was already too late. He'd already wasted his money on all these elite honor guards. Wasted his money on building a base over here. Wasted his money upgrading his Prophet. In my opinion, upgrading the Prophet is usually a waste of money, except for a few situations. The Prophet is not very good in direct combat because he has exceedingly low HP. I mean, you saw with your own eyes how many times the Prophet had to teleport away back to his base just in time. Because he was just about to die. I've already covered this multiple times throughout a whole bunch of videos, but I'll give you the in a nutshell version of it. When you do that with the Prophet, it's an incredible waste of time to use your Prophet to fight until just when he's about to die, and then you teleport away. And then you come over here again, fight a little bit more, and then teleport away. And then come over here, fight a little bit more, and then teleport away. That's an incredible waste of time. It's much better to just go in with real units that can do real combat and get it all in one go, all at one time, instead of these attacking and then retreating like that. That's just a waste of time. You can't get anything accomplished when you do that. You're wasting money on the recall, and you're also wasting time that could be spent elsewhere. So you want to upgrade your Prophet? You should have saved that money upgrade vehicles. I mean, that would have been better. Upgrading his Prophet's not gonna help. That's gonna save him from dying. He's still going to end up going back and forth like this. Yeah, he managed to kill some of my Jackals, but not enough. Not enough Jackals to justify the money that he wasted recalling, the money that he wasted on his cleansing beam, and the time that he wasted going back and forth. That's a lot of wasted effort. And you don't want to waste any effort in this game. I'm going to call it a day. That's going to be the end of the video. I'm not going to do any more. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you please click that icon in the upper right-hand corner of the screen to see more of my Halo Wars videos. I do videos every Monday and every Friday. It may be Halo Wars, or it may be Batman. My next video is probably going to be Batman. I'm probably going to make, like, a whole bunch. In fact, I might even do Batman, like... today, like after this video is uploaded, I'll do a because I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to hurry along with this Batman Let's Play. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click that icon. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to repeat all that again. All right. Thank you very much. I will see you later next time. Thank you very much. I'll see you. Okay, I'm going to end the video now. That's it.